Hello and welcome to another video here on Themeparkdayz. Now today we are doing a Q&A. We've made 22 questions all in all. I'm just getting up all the questions here on my phone. Quite a few from the same person as well, which is always good. So we'll go straight. We've been advertising this for what? A month maybe?
Yeah, about a month.
We didn't get as many questions as we hoped. We're probably going to do one of these probably once a year maybe, or once every 6 months or so. So we're going to go straight into the first question now, and it's from TCR_Ethan. And the first question is, do you play Planet Coaster?
Well, we got it, didn't we?
We did get it.
But the computer was quite laggy.
Yeah, it was. The faster the gameplay was, the more laggy the computer was. So the answer to that at the moment is no. But we are hoping to be getting it soon. Next question is from Thunder Dolphin. Now we're very strong on this, I think. And this question is, where would you like the first RMC T-Rex to be built? Mm-hmm. There's only one place that we want that to be built, isn't it?
Yeah.
A place that everyone wants an RMC. Okay, the T-Rex isn't the RMC that most people want, but it is still an RMC. Not Rocky Mountain, not Rocky Express like Rob thinks. So yeah, we want that to go to Thorpe Park. I think RMC would be perfect for Thorpe Park on the Loggers Leap site, or all in that old town feel, old western, that kind of theme into it. And I think that'd just be a perfect place for that to go. So the next question is from, once again, TCR_Ethan, and the question is, favourite dark ride, flat ride, wet ride and roller coaster. Do you want to go first, Robert?
Dark ride would probably be Hex. Got to be Hex, just because
amazing.
It is confusing. What was the one?
Flat ride.
Flat ride. It's got to be Access, that self end.
Yeah, that broke your number one from Rush, didn't it?
Yeah.
Was it last week and the weekend before we went to Southend Adventure Island? You really liked that, didn't you?
I did like that.
So then, wet ride.
The one at Blackpool, Valakir, or it's called
Valhalla.
That one.
Is that how you say it? Valhalla?
On that.
Pretty sure. And now your roller coaster.
Swarm.
What do you love about Swarm so much?
The top of the coaster, it's comfortable, it's fast.
Yeah.
It's got the head choppers.
It has very good head choppers, to be precise. Okay, so I'll go on mine. Now, my favourite dark ride is Hex. I love Hex so much. It's not just my favourite dark ride, it is one of my favourite rides in general. It is one of those rides that I'd always go. I mean, when we went to Alton Towers, we had an hour and a half. We got Wicker Man, Rita, 13, and we made sure we got on Hex, because Hex is just such a world-class ride in my opinion. The words don't describe the love I have for Hex. So next we go on to Flat Ride, and it's the Intamin Gyro Swinger at Drayton Manor called Maelstrom, I believe. I only went on it once and it was like, wow, I really enjoyed that. I'm not a lover of spinny rides. It gives me motion sickness. But when you're going in push back and forth, like, it's not like, you could kind of say it's almost like an KMG afterburner, but it's not, because I don't know what it is that extra power in it, the extra height. It's a lot higher, and I just think it's such a good ride, and that's my favourite. Flat ride. Wet ride, same as Rob, is Valhalla. The theming on Valhalla is exceptional.
Yeah, it is.
Amazing. Even though you get so wet on it. It was a cold day in Blackpool, when we went on it, so you can imagine what the weather's like. Cold, wet day in Blackpool, and we went on this little tiny log flume, didn't we? That we thought, oh, this is the boringest log flume we've ever been on, and we got so wet on that. And then the ride host delightfully said to us, "Go on Valhalla, you won't get much more wet." She lied to us. So yeah, that is our joint favourite wet ride in the UK. And now my favourite roller coaster is also at Blackpool Pleasure Beach, and it is Icon. My number one has been beaten twice this year.
Yeah.
Wickerman took over from Saw, and then Wickerman was my number one until we went to Blackpool. It stood as my number one Wickerman for all of about, 2 weeks?
2 or 3 weeks.
It didn't stand for long. That multiple launch coaster from Mack Rides is quality. I mean, you don't think that as much, do you?
Quite a bit boring, but you never know.
I love it when you go through the first launch, going through that near miss into the mist and going over that first airtime hill. I think that is brilliant. And that inwards top hat, I think it is, as you come back round after the second launch. I think that's quality. Great. Oh, what a coaster that is. I love it so much. And now, so we're going to move on to the next question now. Blabbering on about Icon and Valhalla and that. This is from Lizzie, spelled LXZZIIE. And advice on how to grow a YouTube channel.
Hard question.
Social media. Keep pumping out great quality content. Social media has been our best friend, hasn't it?
Yeah.
And we've also had the help as well, haven't we?
Yeah.
We've had the help from Go With Kel and other people. Lizzie, yourself, you've helped us out with retweeting stuff like that. It is really good to have the people from social media. Once you're a small YouTube channel, you do get the help from other YouTube channels, and then you start getting retweeted, and then you start getting known, and then that's when you grow it, and then all of a sudden, you hit the 1,000 subscriber mark, and then you get the views. It will come. So just keep at it. Keep using social media. Pump out great quality content, and your channel will grow. So then we're going to the next question from Go With Kel, and that's, how old are we?
I'm 37.
And I'm 19.
Tara's 36.
Yeah, Tara's 36. So different ages, but yeah. So that's our ages, Kel. So this next question is from my sister Lauren. Favourite story ride?
That's been Walking Dead.
It's gonna have to be Walking Dead, isn't it? It's got a great story behind it. I love The Walking Dead, the show. You do as well. Tara doesn't like it as much, but
it's got zombies in it.
but the ride itself isn't that great.
No.
But compared to Raptor Attack, it's a world class ride. The theming on Raptor Attack, though, wow. But the ride itself isn't great. But the theming and the whole story behind it is brilliant in The Walking Dead. Anything you'd like to add on that?
No, that's about it.
So yeah, Lauren, our favourite story ride is the AMC's The Walking Dead. And now it's from Courtney, Lauren's friend, also been on our channel from the Alton Towers vlog. Which theme park do you recommend for thrill seekers to visit with like the most hardcore coasters? Fort Park. There's only one. It's either Fort Park or Blackpool Pleasure Beach, isn't it? Blackpool Pleasure Beach has got some great coasters.
Still say Fort Park.
Yeah, Fort Park has got probably the best lineup of coasters in the UK, I'd say.
Yeah. Blackpool has got nice coasters, but
yeah, a lot of woodies. If you like woodies, Blackpool's the one to go to, isn't it? A hell of a lot of woodies.
uncomfortable.
They are uncomfortable. I love Grand National. That was a great coaster, but Big Dipper and Nickelodeon Street. Ow. So yeah, Thorpe Park. That's our recommendation for hardcore thrill seekers. Now another question from Go with Kel. Your Camelot series and Loudon Castle was great. Have you got any other abandoned parks in the future?
Not at the moment, because the UK ones are
Pretty much done.
Yeah, they're all vanished now, apart from Camelot.
Well, you got Pleasure Island, but we there was no access points, was there?
We might try again one day.
Yeah, maybe up when we're up near.
No way.
To be fair,
Fair.
midnight.
No, midnight.
It's a person. If we're up doing Fantasy Island and Skegness, which we hope to do eventually at some point this year, don't we?
Yeah.
That's not too far, about an hour and a half. So if we're up that way, we might stop in on and go to Pleasure Island again, Kel. But as far as abandoned theme parks, we're talking about a special thing, aren't we? But that won't be till next year. But that's a bit hush hush at the moment, because we've got to figure it out and how we're going to do it and stuff like that. So at the moment, the answer's no, but there is possibilities of something else. So we'll go on to the next question, and it's from Preston, or otherwise known as the Milky Bar Kid Vlogs. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. What do we want out of YouTube? That's a hard one to say, because we started the YouTube channel really because we started seeing lots of vlogs on Thorpe Park in the closed season on Monk's Walk, and how well they done, and it kind of we tried it last year. Yeah, we tried it last year. We done about half an hour's worth of vlogging really, didn't we? But it wasn't great. It really wasn't great. But it was kind of, we're going to theme parks, we're seeing lots of vlogs. We kind of want to show our days out and how our experiences of all these theme parks and other stuff we want to share with you guys, because there's people out there, I mean, we spoke about this the other day when we were talking through the questions. There are people out there that aren't as fortunate as us, and there's many people who can't afford to go to theme parks. So we want to show them the experience that we're having, so hopefully they can enjoy what we're seeing through their TV or computer, or phone. So I hope that answers your question, Preston. The next one is from Colossus Cali. When are we next going to Thorpe Park? Soon. Next couple of weeks. But the problem is with Thorpe Park, it's still, even though it's probably our Adventure Island's our closest park, but it's still our closest thrill park. But it's still 2.5 hours drive away, and it's just getting the time to go and do that, where we're trying to find other places to go to on the abandoned side as well. We've only got 1 or 2 days a week we can really do stuff, haven't we? So we're fitting it in with other stuff. So hopefully within the next couple of weeks we'll be going to Thorpe Park. And we'll go on to the next question now, and that is favourite horror maze and water ride from ELC_theme park official. Platform 15. That is an amazing maze. I didn't realise it's got water ride in there. We've already done that. That's Valhalla.
Creepy Caves as well.
Creepy Caves was really good at Chisholm. We didn't think it was going to be great, did we? Yeah, the upcharge whole side of things. You know my thoughts on upcharges. I don't really agree with them. But it also should guarantee, if there's an upcharge, it should guarantee quality. And it was a quality maze, but Platform had that something special, didn't it? It was amazing.
Hopefully it'll be back this year.
Hopefully it'll be back, but I'm not sure because with the demolition of Loggers Leap.
Yeah, it doesn't actually run under Loggers.
No, I know, but
right next to it, but
you know, if Loggers Leap isn't there and a new ride goes in there, or they've opening that area up, then
I
you never
imagine they'll
know
get rid of Loggers Leap before then, and that'll just be the space over Halloween and over Halloween period.
But then we might get some more tunnel even maybe. But yeah, platform would be a shame to see it go because it is our favourite horror maze.
No reason why I can't still bring that in when the new coaster,
If and when it comes.
something goes there.
Yeah. Oh. There we go. Low battery. So we're moving to quickly to the next question. Now the next 10 were sent to us from Patrick. If you've watched our Chesington vlog, he's at the end of that. So thank you, Patrick. He just sent us a load through, so he asked us to answer him. So what is the best theme park we've been to?
Yeah,
It's Thorpe Park. But then now you've got to think, do you mean theme park and ride lineups or the whole experience?
Whole experience I'd go with.
Yeah, a whole experience is still Thorpe Park. Ride layout lineup is Thorpe Park. The only thing I would push towards something else, number of rides you'd have, if you're looking on the number of rides, you'd have to say Blackpool.
Yeah.
Landscaping, you'd have to say Alton. But for the whole round package, it is Thorpe Park. So that is our favourite theme park. Now, what is the scariest ride you've been on? So rides that scared us. For me, was Stealth. Because my first major coaster was Stealth, wasn't it? So for me, it was Stealth.
I haven't really got one, to be fair.
What, you never looked at a roller coaster, even when you first started going on them and thought, wow.
Not really. I've never got that thing set in my mind, have I?
Yeah. Suppose, yeah. So we'll go on to the next question. Stealth is the ride that scared me the most. What theme park would we go to more than once? Quite a few of those, really. Thorpe Park, Alton Towers, Blackpool Pleasure Beach, Flamingo Land, Lightwater, Pleasurewood Hills.
But that's all of them, really.
Yeah.
Couldn't go to them all again.
The only one I probably wouldn't want to go to again is Southport and M&D's.
I'd go to Southport again, but I wouldn't go to M&D's again, I don't think. Not unless I was literally just passing the door. No.
Yeah, but then on the way out from Fort William when we went, it was on the way, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So yeah, pretty much everyone we've been to so far, apart from M&D's, I'd say. I wasn't a lover of Southport. It's more of a fair than a theme park, isn't it?
If you're down there,
yeah. If you're in that way, like especially when we go to Camelot, it's only
the fact it's paying as you go, sort of thing. You
Yeah.
pop and do the bungee ride that Liam loves.
I've never been on it and never will. But yeah, it's good if you there's a lot of flat rides there. If you like your flat rides, it's quite good to go to.
Got the loop and coaster, what's it called?
Roller coaster. They've got roller coaster there, and crash test as well.
Yeah,
Couple of fun houses. So yeah, everyone pretty much apart from M&D's, Patrick. Now, what is the scariest ride we've been on? Now I've already asked that one.
That's what I say, is it?
I've already asked that one. This is the one. What's the worst ride we've been on? Hero.
Yeah.
Hero at Flamingo Land, 100%.
It's not comfortable.
It's not comfortable.
It's not good.
It's not good. It's not fast. Sharp turn. It's the worst roller coaster.
You know what it
I've
reminds
been
me
on.
of? You know at Pleasurewood Hills, you've got that laying down ride?
Yes.
It feels like you're laying in that, but going around the track.
Yeah. The laying down flat ride. Make sure you go check that. That POV is on the actual Pleasurewood Hills vlog. So worst ride is Hero. our favourite ride that goes backwards. So, Accelerator at Drayton Manor, Wipeout, Pleasurewood Hills, 13. Probably say 13 to be fair.
I'd actually go with X. Because I actually
Oh yeah, you have. I haven't. So Rob's going to go X. I'm probably going to say it's either 13 or Wipeout.
I would have gone 13. Just because you get the drop in the
Yeah, I'm going to say 13. But that's going to be my same answer for the next question. The next question is, what ride gave us the best surprise? 13 with that drop. And then you go back. Even though I watched the POV of it, I knew it was happening, but it was like, when's it going to happen? You know, so yeah, what ride gave us the best surprise would definitely be 13. What was our closest experience to death on a ride?
Vortex, what's it called?
Zodiac.
Zodiac, that's the one.
Definitely Zodiac. That is on here, and our near-death experience is on the channel. It's our POV of Zodiac. We were going round, Rob was filming it in the front. We were in the same car. We probably shouldn't have been in the same gondola.
I think we might have waited a bit too much.
And as it was at the highest point, it hit the base of the ride. Like, you know where it goes like that, and then it's spinning off around it. It hit the very bottom of it. And yeah, that was scary. So even that could be the scariest ride I've ever been on. But yeah, so it's a very, very dark question. But yeah, our closest experience to death on a ride was definitely Zodiac, where we hit the base frame, which shut the ride down straight after.
Yeah,
they did. They as soon as that happened, the ops got that shut down straight away. That ride declared that it is not in operation at that precise time, and the engineers were there pretty quick. And to their dues, they got to run it up and running within half an hour of it going down after that. So the next question is, what is the comfiest seat on a roller coaster we've ever been on?
I'll go Lupin.
Either Munchen, Lupin or Saw.
I'll go Lupin.
Saw, but even smaller, I think it's just the Gerstlauer seats. I love them. But comfiness, Munchen Loop, that restraint system where it comes over your shoulder.
Swarm restraints feel.
Yeah.
Kind of soft, but then goes firm.
Yes, because it like comes over, but it only kind of goes to like here, if that makes sense. And there's springs and everything, and that was really comfy. And you know what? I'd actually love to see a looping coaster, even though it's a travelling ride. That is a looping coaster. I'd like to see it somewhere like Chessington, or like Water Valley, somewhere like that. A small park that could go to the next level. So yeah, like something like Munchen Lupin, a Schwarzkopf looping coaster, or any looping coaster of its kind, not an SLC. Not an SLC, not like Chessington. I don't think an SLC would be a right move for somewhere like Chessington, but enough on that subject, because that's not the question. But yeah, Munchen Lupin, it's definitely the comfiest seat. What's your favourite ride that lays down? Galactica.
Yeah, it would have to be Galactica.
Galactica, yeah. I like Galactica, even though it's strange.
I've never experienced the VR.
I'd never experienced the VR. My first was March. The first time doing it was in March. It was the first time I went to On Towers.
Come out.
Yeah. You were first opening year, weren't you? So yeah, that is definitely Galactica. Definitely not Hero. Definitely not Hero. Definitely Galactica. As we've only done 3 laying down rides. One was a flat ride at Pleasurewood Hills. That's strangely boring, but yeah, that's a laying down ride. And now, question 21. What is your favourite family ride? Favourite family ride?
Let me think of this one.
Because is that Is that a coaster? Is it a flat ride?
Anything that's suitable for kids under 1.2 metres.
I'd say Vampire Ride. Because kind of a family coaster, isn't it? That's 1.1.
Maybe that or the Dragon.
No, I didn't like that.
I do like the spinning cars, it's quite cool.
Dragon's Fury. I thought you meant Dragon at Legoland.
No.
That was awful.
Hour and a half of lovely queue.
Hour and a half for a lovely queue for 13's track without the drop and going backwards.
And sidecar.
Yeah. So I'd probably say my favourite flat family ride, as a family coaster, is Vampire Ride at Cheltenham.
I'll still go Dragon's Fury.
Dragon's Fury?
Yeah. Just because the spinning cars. Gives that a little bit extra. And
then the last question was also Patrick. The last 10 have been Patrick, bless him. He sent us a load for us. Can you answer these in your Q&A? And now the last question, number 22, is what is the biggest letdown ride you've ever been on? Believe it or not, it was Saw for me, wasn't it?
Yeah, when it first came out, you weren't overly impressed.
When I first went on it, I hyped it so much in the run up to going to Thorpe Park that when I actually went on it, I thought...
You actually watched all the movies.
Yeah. And I didn't enjoy it. I didn't enjoy it until... I think it was when we actually waited an hour for it. Yeah, it was about after we waited an hour for Saw. That was the first time I actually enjoyed it. And then it was my number one, overtook Nemesis, Inferno.
My biggest letdown was Rita. Just wasn't what I expected.
Yeah, actually, no, I'm going to change mine from Saw to talking about Nemesis. I'd say Nemesis is my biggest letdown.
Yeah, I'd say Rita's mine. I was expecting a lot more from Rita.
Yeah.
You know that.
Yeah. But Nemesis, because I love B&Ms. I love B&Ms. You love B&M. Your favourite roller coasters are B&M.
Yeah.
And I thought, it's a B&M invert. Everyone raves about Nemesis. Everyone says it's better than Nemesis Inferno. Sorry. It's going to be brilliant. We watched a couple of reviews on it, and they said back right is the best seat. And Rob let me have back right, and it was not great. Now I know that's going to upset a lot of people because that is a lot of people's number one ride of all time, isn't it?
Yeah.
But in my personal opinion, it's in my top 15 now. I've had a lot of time to think about it. I also counted out, I've done 55 roller coasters now. And that doesn't sound a lot, but in the UK, I've done 55 roller coasters. And I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about it, and I was thinking about it. What do I do with Nemesis? Because, don't get me wrong, I liked it. I liked Nemesis. But it wasn't what I thought it was going to be. I thought Nemesis was going to be an amazing, extremely intense B&M invert. As it does state, it's the world's most intense ride experience. Yeah. And it wasn't. It was not that intense. And I didn't enjoy Nemesis as much as I thought it was. And because it let me down so much, I didn't put it anywhere close to my top 15. And I've had a lot of time to think about it, and I was too harsh on Nemesis. I was too harsh, because when I'd done it the second time with Courtney, I come off it, I still wasn't overly impressed with it as much as I thought I was going to be. But, don't get me wrong, it still is a great coaster. It's just not as great as I thought it was going to be. And that's why it does just creep into my top 15 now. But yes, that was definitely my biggest letdown. And yours was Rita. So that brings us to the end of our Q&A video. Thank you ever so much to whoever put questions in. Obviously we couldn't have done this video without you. But yeah, it's a 30-minute video for you guys. So it's a nice video. All 22 questions, no edits, nothing, all straight off the top of our hat, off the top of our head. Tried playing a little bit of it, but you know, when you can only plan so much. What is the dog doing?
Can we call it a dog?
Would you call this a dog, guys? So, yeah, no edits. We tried planning it, but you can only plan so far. But so yeah, that's the end of our Q&A video. We might as well end it here. We're here. We're at
My house?
the office.
The office. My house.
The office, Rob's house. We are Themeparkdayz, and we are out.